Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your host with the most, MOPOWERZ on THEMOSHOW Chicago, and we are back again on another fantastic sucker-free SUNDAY. And it is a shame that I have to tell you to go outside and get some SUN. Hey, that is my intro with the intro. Vitamins and nutrients from the SUN that you're not getting from the cancerous food that they selling us and feeding us. I'm just saying. Hey, people out here ask me about the Nation of Islam. They've been seeing me suited and booted. They've been seeing me wear my bow ties again, talking to young brothers and everything. No, I have not returned to the fold of the Nation of Islam. I have not and will not return, because Louis Farrakhan sold the Nation of Islam to Scientology. I stand with the old minister. I stand with Elijah Muhammad. I stand for humanity. You see, it's just not about black people, it's about humanity. If black people originated all of the people on the planet Earth, how much more should the people of the planet Earth be important to black people? But black people in America have to become important to themselves. Granted, you have all of this infamous history full of bloodshed, bludgeonness. Things have been taken away, raped, lynched, all that away from people who look like me on this planet Earth. And there's a reason for that. But this is the reason why that they want to feed you people like Sexy Red. Okay? This is a time of awakening. We are in the age of Aquarius. Okay? So the Pisces age is gone. That Jesus age is gone. It's a whole new era. And with that, a lot of information and jewels are being dropped. Yeah, especially by those indigo babies. If you don't know what indigo babies is, maybe you should go research that. The brother Dick Gregory used to talk about indigo babies all the time. Yeah, man. You've been having Louis Farrakhan on your channel. He's my teacher. He is my TEACHER. Not to mention the fact that there is not an entertainer that is blatantly giving you the information that will help uplift you versus destroy you. I'm just saying. Hell, you got plenty master teachers out there. Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. Amos Wilson, Dr. Ben Joe Hockinen. Do you think they get more views than Jay-Z? Do you think they get more views than NBA Youngboy? Do you think they get more views than Sexy Red? The answer to that is no, and the reason being is that because they are uplifting the mind of black people versus having them make further buffoons of themselves. That's just keeping it a buck. That's just keeping it a buck. So would I prefer to have Louis Farrakhan on my platform versus Sexy Red, versus all of these rappers and entertainers who give you nothing? Who give you nothing? I don't worship Louis Farrakhan. No, I understand the message. You know, people ask me, so who's your spiritual teacher? I don't have one except the universe. That is my spiritual teacher. Louis Farrakhan is a man like I am. Just so happens he's been imbued and been doing this for 70 years. How long have you been doing what you've been doing? On a positive note, before you decided to say screw the masses of people. And I understand why he said screw the masses of people, because the masses of people are not interested in being awakened. So his voice, his energy, his essence only attract those who are of like-minded and who want to learn. What can you learn from Sexy Red? What can you learn from any of these entertainers or athletes or artists? What can you learn from them? What have they been telling you to do all the time? Especially people in the black community. What have they been teaching you all the time? Self-destruction. Ever since the 90s, it's been downhill with music and the energy that they've been presenting to you which will make you direct your own energy another way, because we are what? Made of energy. Therefore, energy attracts us. So you think about that. It's all about chakras. Certain music puts your frequency or your energy on this note. Certain music or energy puts you on this spectrum. Certain energy or music puts you on that spectrum. But the music level that they're bringing out right now, the energy and that which you see on TV, is not for your conduciveness in regards to music videos. Especially if you're watching people like Sexy Red. Especially if you're watching people like Cardi B. Especially if you're watching someone like Nicki Minaj, Offset, and all of these other entertainers and rappers that don't do nothing for you. What have they done for you to conduce your mentality? People ask me again, why you got Louis Farrakhan on your channel? That is one of my THCHER''S. You understand that? So that we don't get no misunderstanding about that. When Louis Farrakhan sold the Nation of Islam to Scientology, I had to stand on this side of the fence. But I can never, ever, ever denounce him as a teacher, nor can I denounce what he has done in regards to the upliftment, the mindset of black people. How much more can you do? Malcolm X couldn't do it, Drew Ali couldn't do it, Elijah Muhammad couldn't do it, Louis Farrakhan can't do it. So I too am like Bobby Seale. I am not into waking up the masses anymore, because it is evident and obvious that the masses don't want to be awakened. Why should I put myself in the limelight? People get killed. One day I'm going to have to pay for these thoughts that I'm giving you right now. One day I'm going to have to pay for these thoughts that I'm giving you right now. You think that people who come on YouTube just come on YouTube to speak a positive note? No, their numbers plummet through the floor. But that's the price for truth. I don't care how much truth that you give people for free. Many of them still like to stay ignorant. I'm just saying. And that we don't deal with. We don't deal with ignorance on this channel. If you want entertainment, if you want rap, if you want comedy, if you want spoken word, go over to my other channel, THEMOSHOW Classics. If you want to be into audiobooks, if you want to be into some more historical facts and some places to go over to my other channel, MOPOWERZ, here on YOUTUBE. And that you will get a whole lot of. We got another channel that's out there, but we're not talking about that because it's not really up and running yet. But we got some other things going. Hey, you cannot give up on yourself. If one thing doesn't work, try another one. But don't you ever give up on yourself. You have to believe in yourself, first of all, not to give up on yourself. So for those of you who don't believe in yourself at this critical moment in HISTORY, and it's not just his, it's yours too, because you're presently living in this historical moment. So therefore, you too should want to do what? Exactly what I said. 100. And see what you can while you can. Let there not be regrets in your life when you should have, could have, would have. I could have did that. I should have did that. I would have did that. Just do it. You only live one time. And sometimes your mate gonna be mad at you if you're in a relationship or whatever, but you only got one life to live. So live it, and hopefully you can enjoy it with them. Hopefully you can take them on your VACATION. Some people like to go alone. Some people like to go with their mate. Whatever floats your boat. But anyway, we're getting to this topic right now because it's really crazy here in Chicago. Here it is. You have Chicago politicians are shooting for an agenda that will help black people bodies that's laying on the ground will not lie there as long. Did you get that? And what do I mean by that? I mean like black people that's shot in the street by other black people. It's a crying shame here in Chicago. It's a crying shame here in Chicago. Chicago has become a place of uncivility, a place that is become inhumane towards human. Do you hear me? Inhumane towards humans. This is the way we live in Chicago. Every day, you got somebody being robbed, stabbed, killed, carjacked, mugged, raped, and more other things. Like I was telling you about before, these politicians are now trying to push an agenda to stop leaving black bodies on the ground after they've been shot and killed. That really is sad and traumatizing to see in your presence on a daily basis. Cold-heartedness, death, and destruction and destructive behavior have become the order here in Chicago today. I don't care what side of the city you're on. Even where I'm at right now, in the burbs of Chicago, it's still the same. People still getting their TV cut off. I'm just saying. So, it's just not black people killing black people. It's white people killing white people too. I'm just saying. It just so happens that we do it the worst. We do it the most. But yet and still, we talk about justice in America when people who look like me are not even giving justice to themselves. How can you can, because all people who look like me are not unjustful people. You have a lot of radicals out there, like you got a lot of radical police out there, like the one that killed Sonia Massey. But all black people are not like that guy that you seen kill Sonia Massey. But according to the news, according to the reports you see, according to the rappers that you see die, it's somebody that looked like me that did them to that person, which makes you more of an invaluable being. It does. If you kill yourself, why should anyone else care about not killing you? Why should anybody else care? You don't rule the world right now, but we did at one point. And when we did rule the world, we still have problems among ourselves. Which is how and the reason that the Portuguese came in, that the Asians came in, that the Arabs came in. Because we still had this problem among ourselves. But when you have people like Louis Farrakhan that cannot bring a stop to the madness when he was in his prime. So he said, why should I continue to put my life on the line for you when you don't care about your own self? Like I said, I'm not here to raise the minds of the masses because obviously they're not interested. So it's only for those who are of like-minded and for those who want to learn. Thank you, Bobby Seale. So I hope you all get that. And for those of you who don't know who Bobby Seale is the former co-founder of the Black Panthers. And I'm sure you noticed that I have collared up on the joint too. Yeah. So that people can't say, do you know about this? Don't you know about that? I've been knew about this. Only thing you had to do was go over to my lives. I did a whole 2 or 3 lives on Malcolm, Khaled, and Louis Farrakhan, and Elijah Muhammad. So if you haven't went to the live section of this page, go to the live section of this page and view that. And then you can have a better understanding of who I am and where my mindset is at. No, I have not returned to the fold of the Nation of Islam, but I respect the teachings. I'm out here talking to young brothers about how to stop the killing. So even though my numbers plummet on YouTube, I get credit in the street by these young guys. And some of them respect me and some of them don't. But I made an attempt. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you entertaining the minds of the people with destruction? Or are you entertaining the minds of people with upliftment? But here in Chicago, it is death doggy world. Prime example, getting to my point that I needed to have made earlier. The killings in Chicago is crazy. Look at what happens to this young boy on the street. Check this out. Now just think, who wants to live like that? Who wants to live like that? And this is every day. For all of you vacationers, we live this every single day. And it is made that way in the Matrix for us to do just that. And you have to remove your mindset from the Matrix in order to stop killing yourself. Like I say, who am I? Louis Farrakhan couldn't do it. Who am I? Just another soul. Just another soul giving you a message of truth, of life, and of what? Survival in these devilish times. Devilish times! Where is God at? Did God just help that young man that you seen on the screen right there? Laying on the ground, bodiless, you know. He wasn't bodiless, but the life left his body. After someone shot and killed him that looked just like him. They got the DNC coming here next week. This week. Right over there at the United Center. And this is in the evening time. Most of it is 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. until. Do I really want to go there? I know somebody gonna get shot. I know some people going to jail. Do I want to be either one of those victims? N to the O. I don't vote for none of them. You got all of these black people talking about Kamala Harris and how she's the first black woman to run for president. She ain't black. If you look clearly here on her birth certificate, she says that she's white. I'm not understanding what you all are saying. Not to mention the fact that she's Hindu. According to some, because her parents are Hindu. But did you know that Hindus are Jews? Y'all better do some more research. I'm going to say that again. Hindus are Jews? So is Kamala Harris really an undercover Jew? Just like Obama. They sent black people off with Obama like Obama was supposed to do something for black people, but he didn't. In fact about it, let me show you this clip again. Check this out. Did you see that again? See, that's what happened on Obama's watch, Eric Holden's watch. That young black woman that was mayor in Atlanta, Georgia, that young black woman that was police chief in Washington State. I don't care whatever law enforcement position you in or mayoral position you in. Just like Brandon Johnson, do you think that things would have skyrocketed this way It was all planned this way. It was all planned this way on your watch, and you did nothing about it. People worried about voting for Kamala Harris versus being worried about how we're gonna stop the killing where we live at. Because she's not concerned, just from my standpoint and from her political record as being in the politics of America, she has done nothing but lock black men and black women up. I'm out here talking to everybody that is on the same like-mindedness. So it's not about destroying America. It's not about how she may and might be destroyed. Hell, I got people that live here. I live here. My children live here. My grandbaby lives here. So, no, it's not about doom to America, but doom to the white supremacist system that is currently taking place. And if you think that Kamala Harris is going to change the white supremacist system that is currently in play, you are WRONG. She makes no move, has no decisions. She's just a puppet who is controlled like all the rest of them by a hierarchy. Because this is what we're faced with every single day. But they're the government and they run things. So if they're not helping you, you have to help yourselves. We have to help ourselves. Put that in your Rolodex and smoke on that. It's your host with the most, MOPOWERZ on THEMOSHOW Chicago. And like I said, if you haven't been to my other channels, go to my other channels, MOPOWERZ and THEMOSHOW Classics, all here on YouTube. And you should go on Facebook as well. I'm getting things up and running because YouTube is acting real funny. Thanks for viewing, you all. Peace out and never give up on your DREAMS.